Haven't we all been curious at some point while watching our favorite athletes perform well in their field? What they like outside of their game and what other talents they have. While it seems difficult to imagine players making time for other hobbies, there are so many NBA players who take on other interests aside from their career. In today's video, we are going to talk about NBA players who are incredibly talented off the court, along with being highly accomplished players on the court. Number 1 on the list is Damian Lillard. Apart from being an excellent baller, Bulls star Damian Lillard is an impressive rapper, performing under the name Dame Dollar, a nickname given to him by his roommates in college, which stands for Different on Levels the Lord Allows. Since his debut album, The Letter O, he has released 4 studio albums so far. His first album was a clever homage to the 3 places that he had influence on him: Oakland, Ogden, and Oregon. He has collaborated with many artists, including Lil Wayne, Mozzie, Snoop Dogg, Q-Tip, and Raphael Saadiq, and continues to do collaborations with Kanye West in the future, or at least wishes to do so. Lillard has mentioned that he uses music as a platform to discuss political issues and to give messages of hope to marginalized communities. In his most recent album song titled Him Duncan, he paid homage to sports and other pop culture celebrities. He also paid tribute to the late Kobe Bryant in his song titled after the great player Kobe. Rapping is not merely a hobby for him. Damian Lillard wishes to earn a name for himself as a serious rapper. We wish him the best of luck for his further music endeavors. On number 2, we have Russell Westbrook. Lakers guard Russell Westbrook has the reputation of a fashion enthusiast off the court. Westbrook has dabbled in many fashion collaborations over the years, including the New York luxury department store Barney's. In 2015, in addition to that, he released his own line of eyewear called Westbrook Frames. The fashion-savvy NBA All-Star launched a fashion project, streetwear brand Honor the Gift, in 2017 to pay homage to his growing up years in LA. Recently, the fashionista baller partnered with Hiromichi Ochiai, the founder of the Japanese label Facetasm, to create pieces including tracksuit, jacket, shoes, and hoodie that showcase his personal style. At least it's vibrant. It wouldn't be wrong to call Westbrook a fashion ambassador. Number 3 on the list is Victor Oladipo. One of the most talented point guards in the NBA, this Miami Heat star, Victor Oladipo, has a knack for singing. While it may come off as a surprise for some, the basketball player has been singing since his childhood. At the age of 7, he began singing at his family's church. Oladipo sang at the 2015 NBA All-Star Dunk Contest. So far, he has covered many songs, including Donny Hathaway's Song for You. Given his enthusiasm for music and singing, it was not a surprise when he released his first album in 2018. His debut album, titled VO, featured many artists including Tory Lanez, Eric Bellinger, PNB Rock, and Trey Songz. Not only that, he has appeared in the 2nd season of The Masked Singer, and when the pandemic hit the world, leading people to quarantine, Oladipo performed a live concert in the NBA's Instagram account, which was attended by various celebrities and players. Oladipo said in an interview with Billboard, "Basketball is the love of my life and what I focus on, but music is a hobby and a gift that I want to share." Well, we hope he keeps sharing with us his beautiful music. Coming on at number 4 is Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, who played for Miami Heat and even won a gold medal in 2008 Olympics, was big on coding. He grew up in a tech-savvy home and was well acquainted with the computer world since his childhood, as his mother had a business called Computer Help. The former basketball player attended Georgia Tech and was pursuing a degree in graphic design and computer imaging that he could not complete but never lost interest in, as he believed he could always fall back on this skill. In an op-ed he wrote back in 2013, Bosh encouraged everyone to learn to code, as he believed it is the future of the world. Ever since, he has been a staunch advocate of teaching kids computer science and coding from their early childhood. At number 5, we have Terry Rozier. Charlotte Hornets star Terry Rozier has a peculiar culinary skills. As a Celtics rookie, he even appeared on NBA TV's The Starters for a chef segment, where he cooked one of his favorite sandwiches with his very own original recipe that included spaghetti with white sugar and ranch dressing on white bread. Weird, but he did surprise everyone with his unusual recipe. Anyway, moving on to number 6, we have Jeremy Evans. Jeremy Evans plays a forward for the Utah Jazz and is an incredible painter. Yes, that's right, he participated in the 2013 NBA Slam Dunk Contest, and he dunked over the painting that he himself created. The painting took him 2 weeks to complete, then showed after the dunk. He has shown his impressive and diverse work collection in an exhibition that included various paintings from temples to lions to tigers, some self-portraits, and a beautiful portrait of his wife. Like other great artists, Evans began developing an interest in painting and doodling very early on in his childhood, beginning at the age of about 4, that he then fine-tuned over the years himself. That's impressive, right? Next comes Blake Griffin on number 7. In addition to being a successful basketball player, Brooklyn Nets power forward Blake Griffin, who was consensus number 1 pick for 2009 NBA draft due to his impressive high-flying dunks, is a fairly successful stand-up comedian. He started comedy when he was offered an unpaid internship in 2011 by the comedy video website called Funny or Die. However, that did not shoot him to fame right away. He got his big break off the court in 2014 when he hosted and opened for Just for Laughs for 5 nights straight and became friends with the stand-up comedian Neil Brennan. This friendship made him help his way, at least on this unusual career pathway choice. Though it may seem like it was all walks and treats for him, he has been recorded saying that he was very nervous performing his stand-up in front of a big audience, despite playing in front of hundreds of people before. And in 2019, he took part of the roast of Alec Baldwin on Comedy Central. But that's not all, folks. He even roasted Caitlyn Jenner and the great actor Robert De Niro. Looks like Griffin has a bright future both on and off the court. Number 8 is Tim Duncan. Nicknamed the Big Fundamental, one of the greatest power forwards of all time, Tim Duncan, while growing up on the Virgin Islands, was an aspiring swimmer in the beginning. He said in his Hall of Fame speech that before playing basketball at the age of 14, he had the dream of making the 1992 Olympic swim team. Like his sister, who had dreams of being to the Olympics, but his dreams of being an Olympic swimmer were shattered by his mother's death, and when Hurricane Hugo hit his hometown, destroying the Olympic-sized pool. I guess nature had other plans for him to be successful. Number 9, Allen Iverson. Although the 11-time NBA All-Star, Allen Iverson, notorious for his bad boy reputation, often comes up in discussions for financially irresponsible athletes. However, aside from his basketball career, he was an excellent cartoonist. He once wrote that if anyone did him wrong or said something that he didn't like, he used to draw that person up as a cartoon. In an interview with GQ, he revealed that he passed on his drawing skills to his daughter, who is an even better cartoonist. Wouldn't we all like to see caricatures drawn in revenge by him sometime? Next on the list is Kobe Bryant. The late shooting guard and one of the most famous players worldwide was not only an accomplished player on the court, with an incredible record to his name in a 20-year career, but also an amazing pianist off the court. The fact he taught himself piano speaks for his intelligence and learning power. He learned to play the piano in an effort to save his marriage from jeopardy. Bryant learned Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata by ear and played it for his wife, Vanessa. Okay guys, that concludes our video. Click one of the videos on screen right now. See you in the next one. Till then, take care.